Hello everyone, this is Amrendra. So today is my first video and I'll be starting with Java and gradually we will cover from Java Basics to Java Advanced and then we will see some other topics like databases and some frameworks of Java like Maven and Spring Boot. So let's start with Java. So Java origin and uses will discuss. So Java is a high-level general purpose platform independent programming language. So it was developed by a small team at Sun Microsystems, headed by James Gosling. So it's a small, simple, and portable across all platforms and operating systems. That's why we also call it as platform independent. So it was initially developed for consumer devices, then later it became uh, popular for enterprise applications, web applications. So Java is object oriented in the sense that everything is like objects in Java, whatever code we write. We do not call it as pure object oriented because it supports some primitive data types like int, char, etc double and other data types, which if you are familiar in C, C++, they are also we have the primitive data types. So Java codes are first compiled into bytecode, which is machine independent code. Then the bytecode runs on Java virtual machine regardless of the underlying architecture. So JVM can be installed anywhere and like any machine. That's why we call it as platform independent. So we will see some features of Java compared to C and C++. Java syntax is very similar, like C, C++, and it does not provide low-level programming functionalities like pointers. So pointers are there in C, CPP. What it does is it points to the addresses of the variables. Also, Java codes are also written in the form of classes and objects. Java is used in all kinds of applications like mobile applications. So if you are aware, Android is Java based, and now these days we are writing Java Android applications in Kotlin language also. So apart from that, we can write Java codes using for web applications, desktop applications, etc. So when compared with CPP, Java codes are generally more maintainable because Java does not allow many things which may lead to bad or inefficient programming if used incorrectly. For example, non-primitives are always referenced in Java, so we cannot pass large objects like we can do in CPP. The functions we always pass reference in Java. One more example, since there are no pointers, bad memory access is also not possible. So apart from that, Java also supports automatic garbage collections. But in C++, we have to explicitly manually like declare where we are doing garbage collections. When compared with Python, Java kind of fits between CPP and Python. So Java is faster than Python, but it's slower than C++. So C++, like C++, Java does do static type checking. So what does it mean? Like whenever we are declaring any variables int or double or null, so Java checks that, but Python does not. Like we can directly declare a variable, integer variable or string variable. Then along the way, Python figures out which data type it is. So let's try to another example. This is a typical example of Hello World in Java program. So everything starts like the code execution starts from the main method. So we have the parameters as string. String is an array, and then args is the array name. So it's kind of mandatory for us to declare that in main. So like whenever during runtime, if we are passing any arguments, we can do that. And from the main execution starts, then we can call functions or go to other classes. So this is typical example of hello world in Java. Hereby you can see that we are writing package in the sense where this in which package we are defining this Java class. So the package and then package name is practice. and the class name is DFS1. And then this is the main method signature, which is public static void main. So the main method is always static because if you see when the compiler checks for the main method, we do not have any objects and references for main method directly at that time, because after the main method only we declare objects and references to other functions which we want to call. Okay, so here you can see I have put a picture of how Java has execution environment. You can see inside JDK we have JRE, JVM, and development tools. So JDK consists of development tools, JVM, and JRE. So development tools like you have compiler, Java application launcher, and everything that when you are developing Java applications. And then JRE provides you the platform to run your Java applications. And inside JVM inside JVM your code is run. And here we have written from JDK onwards, JRE is excluded. So earlier in the previous versions, we had to install JDK and JRE both to run our Java programs, but now we just had to install JDK. So here is a pictorial demonstration of how things happen when we code Java files and try to run them. So we write our code in the source file, which has an extension of .java. Then the compiler does what compiler does is compiles your Java code into the byte classes, byte code, and the extension of that is dot class. And then that byte code is platform independent. That byte code is put into the JVM, and then the JVM runs using the interpreter. Each line is run, each line is read, and then your output is printed. So here is the important changes in Java versions. Typically, in a few interview questions, I was asked about these Java version changes. So I have listed here for from Java 6 to Java 8. You can refer, like you can type in the Google and search about the important Java version changes. So if you are preparing for interviews, this might be an important thing there. So you can read it out. Java SC6. It was initially launched in 2006, and then we have some features like some additions were included in this version. Like it dropped the support for older Win9x versions, scripting language support, generic API for tight integration with scripting languages, improved web service support, JDBC 4.0 support. So JDBC is for connecting to the databases. When we are connecting our Java applications to the databases, we use JDBC. And to use a compiler API to invoke a Java compiler programmatically. After the release of Java 6, Sun released many update to bug fixes. Now for Java 7, we had a lot of upgrades, strings added in switch, compressed for 64 bits pointer, JVM support for dynamic languages, underscores allowed in numeric literals. So what does it mean is when we have large numbers and for the readability purpose, like take an example of card number, credit card or debit card number. We have 12 digits. So what we can do is write it as 1, 2, 3, 4 underscore 5, 6, 7, 8 underscore like that, which is a valid statement in Java. And binary integer literals, then improved type interface for creating generic instances, and provided Java deployment rule sets. It was released in 2000, and then it was default. Okay, so for download it was from 2011 or 12, I believe. Many people migrated to Java 8 because Java 8 provided many different upgrade over 7, like Lambda functions are great. JavaScript code, you can embed JavaScript code, annotations for Java types, and then date and time APIs, repeating annotations, JavaFX, launching of JavaFX applications. Then Windows XP was not supporting previous versions of Java, but since 8 it started supporting. Now we will see how to set Java path in the system. So I have written some steps to set the Java path in your variable in your system. So this is the code. You can start from here, like just type these three things in your command prompt. Then your Java, like for my case, I have installed JDK 11 version, so I have written this path to set Java path. So we have to set Java path because if you want to run Java programs in our system, then it's important. So when we are running, we have to have set the path in Java. So let's see. I mean, I will show you just an example of how to do that. So uh, let's dive next. Run a Java program practical. I will also show you practically how you can, like in editor, you can do download Eclipse or other STS and other video Java editing or Java editor applications, whichever you like. And then I've written here best practices for writing Java code. So the name of the class should start with an uppercase letter, like camel casing. So always first word is capitalized. Then the name of the method should start with a lowercase and using camel case notation like get name. So first word is small, and then from the next words are first word is first character is always capital. Name of variable should be meaningful in the sense that we should not be writing val1 val2, should be writing meaningful variable names. So let's see one example of how we can run Java code. So here I have written a typical Java program, demo one, which has main method and hello world print. So here in my command prompt, I am in the directory where this file is located. So you have to navigate to the path where your Java file is located. Then I will type Java C, and then I will type the name. So you can also press tab, it will directly come. So demo1.java is the name of the file. So I will compile it. So now my file is compiled. That means that dot class version is generated now. Now I can run my Java program. So all I have to do is just type the name of the file, which is demo1. Then I will get out as easy as that. So I mean, if you face any problem in setting the Java path, you can ask me in the comment section. I will help you. So you can all you need to do is you can go to the home location here, and then you can set path is equal to, here I've written base path mod. So just type that mod base path mod. That's it. So path is set to the base path, and now you can set Java home. So copy it, Java home here. Uh, Here I paste it. So Java home path is set. Now I will set the path. Like we have to give the path till the bin. So I've not given it there. I will, anyways, you can do either here or here. It's the same thing. So I will paste that also here. So it is pasted. Now I will check whether my Java's path is set or not. So what I will do is type Java dash version. Okay. So it's showing me as the Java version 11.0.15 is installed in the system and is correctly pointing to the path. So it's correct and I can run from the command prompt my Java programs. Yeah, that's it for today. So if you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section. I'll be also providing one Discord link where we can discuss about your doubts. So if you like the content, please like and subscribe and tell your friends, share with your friends. Thank you.